YouTube? My name is Scott Mullenix. This is video 2 of my series of getting to 10% body fat. So we're here. Honestly, I didn't think I'd make it to the first video, but nonetheless, first video is posted. If you haven't looked at that, please go check that out. If you have watched it, I appreciate it. This is the second video. So just kind of soaking it all in, man. This will be my daughter's room when she's born come October. So I kind of came in here just to move some stuff around. As you can see, we're still painting. We're gonna put a wallpaper on there, and then we gotta finish some stuff up in the cracks there. So, but you're probably tuning in because of the trying to get to 10% body fat. So that is the goal. You saw the breakfast, the 250 grams of white rice, and then the 120 grams of cooked chicken. So that is gonna be my pre-workout meal. So I'm kind of letting that digest, drinking some caffeine. I'm gonna take my pump drink, and then I'm gonna head out to the gym here in a little bit. But guys, wanted to really quickly talk about, why 10% and why is that my goal? To be honest, I've never been that lean before. So this is probably closest I've got, it was like 13 or 14, maybe 15%. So right now I'm at about 16.5. Definitely a little bit heavier than I would like to be at 219, but I've been kind of taking a little bit of a diet break. So now I'm trying to get back into it a little bit. Last week was a diet break. This week I'm still having more of a flexible diet, but still want to keep my calories a little bit lower. So, but why 10%? Because I've never been there, and I want to do something that is challenging, and I want to do something that is hard. And I'm doing it now because my daughter's going to be born in October, and I really want to be honest, just have that jacked dad look. And then I just want to do something hard. I mean, I'm building a business, I'm building a family, which is all very challenging. It takes a lot of discipline to do those things. And I think getting to 10% body fat is also very challenging and will build a lot of discipline. So that's the main reason why. I want to push myself in a way that I have never done it before. I was doing good, fell off a little bit. Like I said, this past week, I'm at 219 right now. The lowest I got was 213, and that was probably about 3 weeks ago, maybe a little bit longer, maybe about a month ago. I got down to about 213, but I was pretty depleted, and I think I probably had not ate dinner that day. But nonetheless, we are. This is week 2 of the maintenance phase out of 9. So my goal is to get back down about 218. And then kind of hover around that 218 mark. And then once August hits, we're probably going to do another big cut and try to get me down for August and September. October, the baby's due. So our baby girl's coming. And man, we're so excited. To the gym right now. We have a lower body day today. This is probably the hardest, maybe, I don't know, man. Both my leg days right now have been absolutely brutal. So this one is definitely up there. This one is a single leg hack squat, which if you've never seen that or never done that before, it is brutal. So got that today. Got some standing single leg curls. And then I got a leg press as well in there. So lots and lots of fun things. But on my way, I had a question that somebody had asked me. It was actually my brother. And he had asked, what are some things that I can do to make myself more consistent? And I think the biggest thing for me being a former athlete is, one, I learned time management. But I think within that I learned discipline and I guess how to be consistent. For me, the summer is a little bit more challenging, but at the same time it's a little bit easier because my schedule is more set. So in the fall with the gym, my schedule isn't the same. I mean, I guess in the same as in, it's a little bit different in terms of I go usually 3 or 4 o'clock until 8 p.m. most nights. So versus now, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm 9 to 6. So it's a little bit different, but all in all, it's pretty, at least the consistency side of it is where it needs to be. So, but it's just getting yourself on a schedule. The first video I posted on Sunday, that was an off day for me. And so that becomes a training day for me. And so within that off day training day, I still wake up around the same time that I normally do. Like today I woke up at 6:15. I don't set an alarm. I just wake up anytime between 5:30 and 6:30. So that's kind of my range that I wake up in. But I always try to wake up during that time. So, but it's just having that constant schedule of, okay, this is what I'm doing. And then it's just like, I'm a big fan of eating the same meals every single day. Like I switch up my dinners. Now, when I go to cut, I won't. But I think having that consistency is so vitally important because it just makes the decisions you make in your life so much easier. And especially for someone like me that is growing a business, growing a family, having consistency really does matter a ton. So I'm always trying to be, find ways to build a routine, find ways to do other things that allow it where my life decisions are so much easier because of my work decisions that I have to make. Like going to the gym on a Tuesday, Thursday is the easiest thing for me. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday is the easiest thing for me. So what I always tell people is, as much as I love fitness and as much as performance and fitness is in my life, I always tell people, don't build your life around fitness, put fitness into your life, or build fitness into your life. So if you like going to the gym, go to the gym. If you don't like to, you just want to walk, absolutely go walk. So just little things like that, man, make a huge difference. So, but we are about to pull into the gym now, and we're gonna get rocking and rolling on this leg day. So I don't think there's gonna be a lot of voiceover or a lot of talking on this one. I am just gonna put the workout on the board or on the screen, show a couple clips, and then get to it. Absolutely smoked. So just knocked out that upper or that lower body lift, and then I hit 30 minutes of cardio. That was probably the worst thing ever, which was just on the Stairmaster for 30 minutes. But I got to edit some videos. So today, the main lift for today, you guys will see will be that single leg hack squat. I guess technically, I don't even know if you can consider it a single leg hack squat because my off foot is kind of there for some like stability and some support, but it's not really doing a ton. So, but no, I'm absolutely drained. Now it's about 9:15, so I'm gonna go home, shower, and then walk the pup one more time, and I'm gonna come home and get my post-workout meal, and then I'll kind of wrap up the video, kind of talking about today, and then everything moving forward. So, but lower body lift complete. I am smacked. I am very hungry, so just gonna go clean up and then get ready for the day. So, I'll see you guys soon. All right, just showered up, got back from the gym. So post-workout is gonna be milk and some protein. And then I have 100 grams of blueberry sourdough bread. Normally post-workout I have 2 English muffins, but I saw this sourdough bread at Costco, so I want to try it. And then I also saw this Spindrift sparkling water. So trying to reduce my caffeine intake a little bit, but I have never liked a sparkling water. And I have a feeling I'm not going to like this one. I don't know. It's all right. But closing thoughts. So I've been pretty upset with myself the last couple of days. Just because weight-wise, I haven't been where I wanted to be at. And that's just on me. I was super regimented during my first kind of cut. And I did a really good job of staying on that. And then now with like, you know, what's crazy is like I have these flex dinners that I've kind of added in for myself, where I'm kind of more flexible with what I eat. I just kind of very conscious of what I eat with that. And that has been for the most part going well. You know, I've been pretty good about like having a big salad, and having a lot of veggies, and then having a lot of fruits. I do a lot of watermelon, and then just for my carbs, if it's like we're having hamburgers, I'll just have 1 hamburger bun, and then maybe a couple potatoes. But the issue that I have is not necessarily my dinner plate, but has actually been the snacking around it. So like if I'm cooking potatoes, like on the Blackstone, like I'm smacking on those. If I'm dicing up watermelon, I'm eating those. And again, it's nothing like it's not like unhealthy foods for the most part. Or I'll pack my wife a lunch, and it's like I'll take a couple bites out of her breakfast, or I'll take, you know, I'll have a couple of her like veggie straws or Doritos that she has, and then I'll have like some of her dried peaches. So it's like I start to kind of like snack on these little foods, and it's like I'm eating, and then I eat my main meals again, which I'm trying to get into more of a maintenance phase. So I think it's kind of shot up my weight gain a little bit, which I expect that to kind of level out. So I'm not, I guess, too worried about that. So, but you know, that's something that I've struggled with has been snacking, and so I'm trying to do a better job of snacking, because it's like I'm training hard in the gym, I'm getting my steps in, I'm doing my cardio, like I'm doing everything else. I just need to clean up my diet just a little bit. Not even just the diet part, it's just everything else around it. So just snacking. And then sometimes I'll just get on this tear when like once I start, I can't stop. So it's just stuff that I'm battling with. You know, binging, I've done a better job, you know, and like I'll go out to eat a lot. And like, again, like I've gone out to eat and like I'll do a good job. Like we went to Cheesecake Factory, my wife and I did, after our workout Saturday. And I went to Cheesecake Factory and I got like one of those Skinny-licious meals, which was steak and mashed potatoes. And it was, you know, veggies, and it was a great meal. You know, calorie-wise, it was probably a little bit more than what they had said, but still, like, it was, you know, within that kind of frame that I want. And then I'll go to a buddy's house, and, you know, they'll make us dinner, and I'll, you know, eat the chicken, and I'll have,
the watermelon, or I'll have like the veggies, and it's like I'm doing good, and then it's like, oh, there's chips and dip, and it's just sitting in front of me, and it's just like constantly eating back and forth. Or there was brownies, and it's like, I'm good, I don't want a brownie, I don't want a brownie, and then my wife will get one, and then I was like, I'll have a little bit of that brownie, and then I'll just like go and have 2 more brownies. So yeah, it not the greatest. So that's something I'm trying to work on, trying to get a better job of. Like I said, I've done better with public eating. It just seems to be sometimes these little meals here and there. So something I'm trying to work on. But yeah, for the most part, the cut did. First phase of the cut went well. So we're just trying to get back, into this maintenance phase. Give me a little bit of a break before I do another cut before the kid. But again, like really just pushing it hard. The gym's growing, so there's a lot of stress on that end of things. Just trying to make sure that we're continuing to grow the gym. But I'm also trying to make sure I manage the family life and the gym aspect for me personally. So, but at the end of the day, like I love what I do, so it doesn't feel like a job to me. And then doing these YouTube videos is just a way for me to express and like use it as a stress reliever for myself. So, just kind of give a little bit of intake into what I do, because I feel like a lot of people, that I post content, like their job is to post content, and that's phenomenal. Like that's awesome, right? But my job is to train athletes outside of this, and so now I'm trying to build that into what I do. So, and then on top of that, just be a father. So, so I'm gonna eat all of this, and then I got to do a little bit of work before my first session here in about 2 hours. So I'm gonna go take care of that, get some work in, and kind of get going with the day, and then spend the night with the wife. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, if you haven't, please like, subscribe. If there's anything you guys want to specifically see, please comment down below. I think Thursday is just I'm gonna do a voiceover training session on Thursday. Probably won't do anything meal related. Just want to kind of show you guys this. But if you guys want to see more into my work life, please absolutely ask, and then we'll definitely get that. I'll get some of that stuff filmed. But for the most part, I want to try to keep this, really just kind of whatever I want to do for that day, kind of whatever I want to film, however much I want to film. So, but again, like, subscribe, comment down below if you guys want to see anything in particular. I'm going to get this video edited, posted, and get that up pretty soon. So, like I said, I've enjoyed making these. So, but I appreciate you guys being a part of the journey. This is day technically 2 of this road to 10% body fat. So, I'm excited. Good training day, hard lower body session. Going to refuel. Going to go get some work in, prep some meals, and then we're kind of off to the races. So, but I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next video.